So first,
absolutely,
and I was like,
let's dig it all up.
Oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So sidebar. Yes.
And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is also a podcast. And let me tell you, I'm so excited to be here. I told Meredith I couldn't wait to do this. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just like so excited.
Big podcast fan this week.
I missed her. It's been so long. It's been a whole week. I missed her. I'm so happy to be here, everyone. I hope you're happy to be listening.
It's that I was busy whenever I was gone. Like, I just
Meredith was a mother this past week.
Yes, which we'll get into in our small celebrations.
Okay, before we get into it, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Patreon. All the links are in our description, and please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. I'm so excited. Meredith, tell me about your small celebration.
And this one's a big one. I have a new family member. My sister had a baby.
Oh my God, baby number 20. Just kidding.
Basically, she's her only fifth kid, which is crazy for us.
How old is the eldest?
The eldest will be 11 this fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the next? Because I feel like we've been doing this podcast and your sister's had a ton of babies.
Yeah. Majority of us being friends, she's like basically been, she has been raising kids. But yeah, a good chunk of them have been while we've known each other. It goes 11, 9, 7, 3.
Okay.
And a week old.
So only 2 of those kids since we started the podcast, but 4 of those kids since we've been friends.
Yes.
Because our 10-year anniversary of friendships next year.
But even when we met, like my sister had just had a baby
that's true.
Like a few months prior, and that was that's my godchild. So it's a lot of kid stuff. And I was going to St. Louis all the time to like do stuff with them. It's a huge part of my life despite like not living near them.
She's an aunt, baby. She's an aunt.
Yeah, so I
can't wait.
I was the single mom who works 2 jobs for like 2 days. And boy, do I have a respect for parents because, have I screamed and yelled at some kids this week.
Reba set the standard and we're just trying to imitate it. You know what I mean?
100%.
Congratulations. 100%. My dream is to be an aunt. I just want to be an aunt so bad.
You're going to crush it. It is fun to like hold a baby, and it's even more fun when they're screaming to hand it back.
Yeah. Oh, I want to be the aunt.
Yeah.
I want it so bad. I hope my sister has thousands of children so I can take them from her and then give them back when I'm done.
Yeah. You'll be there. You'll be there soon.
That's my dream.
What are you celebrating?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just in a good fucking mood today.
You're celebrating us podcasting.
You know what? I don't want to kill myself today. I'm having a great day.
Huge.
I don't know what it is because I didn't do my normal morning routine to the T that I normally try to do it. I did scroll a little this morning, but then I went on a 3-mile walk around my favorite park. I got myself a matcha. I made breakfast. I had some chocolate covered strawberries for snack.
Yum.
I'm having a Shirley Temple Bloom, not the energy drink, just the soda. Okay. Because can you imagine me on caffeine? Crazy. And I'm in a great mood. I even told everyone on my team, because everyone on like at work, you get into a meeting and you're just like, everyone's like, hi, how are you? Like Eeyore. And I literally said to my direct report and my manager, I was like, I'm done with this. When you enter a meeting with me, I want the excited hello. Because I come in and I'm like, hello, you know, like, hey, hi.
Even
and
if I'm not feeling it, I'm like, hey, everyone, how you doing? And if not, then I don't even say anything because I'm only going to be neutral then.
Your voice should go up if you're going to say anything to me. Yes. It's always Eeyore, and I was so sick of it. And honestly, I think it helps to go in and be like, hello, how's everyone doing? Because then I was like, I am personality higher. So I'm just having a good day. And if anyone ruins today, I'll murder you.
I don't have any news that will ruin your day.
Ruin my day. I'm pretty high right now. Not on drugs, just in general. On life. It'd be hard to ruin my day today, I think.
Huge. I think all my news will only make you happier. There's one sad thing, but like it won't touch your life.
I meant someone ruins my day, like they walk up to me on the street and punch me in the face. That would ruin my day because I'd have to go to the hospital.
Insane circumstances.
But if it's happening to other people and you're just telling me about it, that's a good day for me. Yeah.
No, I have stuff I think you're gonna love, and
Let's get into news.
Yeah,
let's get into
news.
I'm
so excited.
I have so much news. You go first.
You go first because
you go first.
No, you go first. Alicia monitored the news cycle this week because I was a mom.
Okay, there's good, there's bad, there's ugly, there's beautiful. We're gonna do it all. Ready?
Okay.
Hayden Panettiere passed.
That was so sad. No, I gasped so loud when I woke up and saw my phone to that news.
Yeah. Can I tell you, I think me and my friends might have caused it a little because we went to the Jersey Shore last weekend and we were talking in the group chat and we were like, should we watch a movie one day instead of going out? And someone was like, you know what I want to watch? Oh, someone made a Mean Girls reference when we were talking about movies and was like, boo, you whore. And then in parentheses, she goes, that's a Bring It On reference. And someone responds and goes, nope, that's a Mean Girls reference. Or that's a Mean Girls reference. And then someone was like, Bring It On is such a good movie. And then I was like, I'm partial to the second. And someone else was like, I'm also partial to the second. Hayden Panettiere forever. And then the next day she basically died and we were like, oh, that's not good for us. But
no, it's crazy because I just did her audiobook in the spring. And while I had a critique and people aren't loving it in this, like, people are like finding the series again. And I was like, my big thing is if you're going to do a book, go there. And she didn't like go deep within a lot of it. And I was like, no, I want the juicy details. It was really hard to hear what she had been through in multiple like facets. I mean that like being a child star in this industry, very challenging. Her brother died of an overdose. Like she really struggled with her family dynamics. She had an abusive ex who she was back with, I saw. And I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine writing and publishing this book and then getting back together with him when it gets released.
Wild.
So I can only imagine what that guy is like in present day and was like to her.
Yeah, it is very sad. I don't think the industry was kind to her. It's also, listen, I'm not one to subscribe to conspiracies, but it's crazy that she released the book and then passed. I don't think that Hollywood went out and killed her.
But it goes to show that, like, I'm sure she didn't have, like, a nice reception with the book. So then, because she died of an overdose, that all this trauma, even like digging all of that up and writing a book about it is traumatic. And then I'm sure the reception wasn't great to people she has known and people she accused of things. And so it's a deeply unsettling experience for her, whether there are faults that like for other people. But I'm so sad about that. I really wanted her to be okay. I loved her on Nashville. I watched that show for years.
I was going to ask, well, I guess Nashville's a show, so it doesn't really count in what I was going to ask. But I was going to say, in honor, you can only watch one Hayden Panettiere movie for the rest of your life. Which one are you picking? There's so many good ones. I know. But this isn't real. This isn't real. You can watch all of them. Just tell me.
I know.
One of your favorites.
It has to be Bring It On. That second one is so amazing. That was so good.
She crumped. She met Rihanna. She was so good. Bring it on, white girl. That's what she said.
Oh my God.
We were breaking boundaries with that show.
Huge. She was a prissy white girl who learned a hell of a lot.
I love when she's like, OMG, you speak I am. And the girl's like, what?
They're like, no, fuck is this?
I mean, she was so good. Mine will have to be Remember the Titans. I think she's incredible in that movie. And that was the first movie I saw where it was like, oh, girls can choose sports over dolls. Like, I didn't know.
True.
But I know I loved it when she goes, I hate playing with dolls. I got the accent just right. I know it. Don't even critique it. 10 out of 10.
Not at all.
But she's so good. She's so good. Maybe I watch Nashville now. That might depress me.
I really enjoyed it. But after listening to her book, that was a time where she really struggled. She wasn't friendly with anybody on the cast or crew. She felt very isolated there. And then that's when she had her daughter and her postpartum depression. Yeah. That was really upsetting. And then Neutrogena, like, Nolan voided her contract after she spoke out about postpartum depression, which is extremely sad.
Everyone's boycotting.
Yeah, they only responded now that she passed. It's not like they apologized because they actually feel bad.
We're boycotting Neutrogena now because, come on. I'm so over. This is a very hot topic right now of like postpartum depression. Yeah. Like, I'm so over it. Also, I would just like to say I might change mine to Ice Princess, actually, beyond further consideration.
Ooh,
I love Ice
tough,
Princess.
Especially with Michelle passing recently, too.
Oh, the way I mourned that one with Georgina Sparks. Come on. That was one of my favorite TV villains of all time.
That's a good villain.
She is. I never, like, when it comes to Gossip Girl characters, it goes Blair Waldorf, Georgina Sparks for me. Like, I think Georgina was so funny.
100%.
Because Michelle Trachtenberg's amazing and we love her too. And
yeah.
Why do all the good ones go? There's literally so many men I can name right now that I think should die.
Oh,
one of them's our president. This is gonna get
first and foremost.
This
top
is
of the list.
I'm gonna get axed now.
I was about to say, that too, but also don't talk about him because you're in a good mood. So we're not going to spend your good day on that man.
Okay, more news.
Yep.
Paige and AZ are officially basically confirmed. Even if you didn't already know, now you know.
Like together? I thought this was confirmed.
Okay, they are together. Wait. Follow me. They are together. They like confirmed at the All-Star game. AZ gets drafted to Dallas, where Paige is, so they're like playing together. Here's the thing, though: people are like very upset because like Paige isn't. They're not seeming like a couple. You know what I mean? Like Paige didn't sit at her table.
They're not
for All-Star.
performing publicly.
They're not performing publicly. So there's a lot of rumors. I don't subscribe to those because at this point, I didn't think this would ever happen. I am sick and tired of speculating about these two. I don't care anymore. Stay together, break up. I don't really care. I'm over it at this point. And then also I have to remember they're 24. I'm like, they're probably going to break up anyway, you know?
True.
Probably not.
About the like, I don't care about it.
I don't care anymore. But there's a UConn documentary that just dropped today. I have not watched it, but it's about the dynasty of UConn, and Paige and AZ are both interviewed, and they talk about their relationship, and basically they're like, we are in a relationship. It's private but not a secret. Yeah.
Whoa, what a place to drop that.
Which it would be super awkward if they were broken up and then this documentary drops where they're like, we are in a relationship. So I doubt that they're broken up. So I think they're
agreed.
Fine.
But I think something to note is that they are clearly private in their relationship. They would also be just as private in their breakup.
Yeah.
And they're not going to perform their relationship
100%.
for other people. So
I also think, and I'm not trying to blame them, but I think like a lot of people would get over this relationship if they were just like, yeah, we're dating, and like left it at that.
I disagree.
It's the speculation I think that people love.
I think it just, once you start giving the beast information, people want more and more and more. I think some people would die off, but I think the rabid people would get energized off of it.
Well, I think this is going to kill it now that they're like, we are in a relationship, right? And then people could be like, the speculation will die out and no one has to be like, did you see the way she looked at her? And like, do they like you? Who cares anymore? They're 24 years old. I don't care.
I think it's smart for them to do a pre-planned, pre-taped type of interview that has clearly been in the works for months, rather than doing like a sit-down interview where they say it, because then it only leads like different journalists to ask more questions. But this is clearly like a different avenue to address it. And I think reporters will ask them, but they'll immediately shut it down.
Yeah, but I also think there's tons of couples in the WNBA who don't get asked about their relationship because we just know they're dating. Like there's no need to be like, how will you go about this, or what does that feel? Because it's just like, we're dating, who cares?
Do you think there's more speculation because they were teammates at UConn, and so like the build into it?
I think it's just because at UConn they had to be a secret. Like in college you cannot date your teammate. And then I think like so many people got in the bandwagon, and then when Paige left, there was still speculation. They weren't just like, oh yeah, me and my partner. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's not casual. I think if they just made it casual, because
Yeah, I get what you're saying with the, like, my partner, like, at least alluding to each other without giving direct
together,
quotes.
without sitting down and being like, hey, everyone, this is who I'm dating. Just like my favorite WNBA couple, Gabby Williams and Maureen Johannes, they have never come out and been like, we are dating, right? But when they play each other, they hug, they'll like laugh at each other. They like kind of act like a couple. They go see each other's games. One did an interview where she was like, oh, I love the crowd here. When I came last year to see my partner, it was like electric. Like, it's very just like, yes, we're dating, and like, it's not a big, if we don't make it a big deal, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. It reminds me of Tom Holland and Zendaya. Like, they clearly like are together. There are moments where they comment about each other, but they don't make it their brand or any of their content. It's not the focus of their work. But then they're doing all these movies together, so obviously they're posing as a couple together or like being protective of each other. They'll tell a few little tidbit stories, but it's not the focus, the primary thing that they lead with.
Great comparison. That's what I'm saying, is I feel like because they're like, we're shutting it down and it's very private, people are like, we need it. If you were to just be like, yeah, who cares, and like maybe flirt a little in public, like people would be like, oh, now there's no guessing. I think a lot of the fun is like, are they dating? Is it a secret?
And it makes people analyze every single moment, waiting for them to like slip up or like have this moment that people can break the news first or.
Yep. So I think that's all you gotta do. But who am I? I'm not in PR. Anyway.
No. And also, I'm not in a public relationship. That's the last thing I would ever want.
Ew. Who? No, please, I'm not that interesting. Get out of my life, you know?
I don't want a relationship, but the last thing I want is a public relationship.
Agreed. Okay, let's get into some Bravo news really quick.
Yes.
Okay. Ariana Beardman. Beardman. Beardman.
It's not Beardman.
This isn't really news. This is news for me that I'm going to share with everyone. I came across her TikTok, and she was at the workout class, the studio that I like, Army. Oh. There's only one studio in all of New York, and she was there, and I saw the video, and I was like, oh my God, if I saw Ariana Beardman at this workout class, first of all, I'd be dead in the back, so I wouldn't even recognize that it was her, because I black out in these classes. They're so hard. Second of all, though, if I saw her, I'd be like, hey girl, we're the same. You and me in it together.
We're the same.
We're the same. I watch you, but at the end of the day, stars are just like us. You know what I mean? No, she's very fit. But here's 100%. The other thing. Ariana, I'm going to complain about this. I hate when people video workout classes. And
oh my gosh.
People are in the background because put me in the background.
I think if you are going to record a workout video, you should be the very back row in the corner where like you're filming to a corner or you should announce to the entire class that you're going to be filming.
And I have a right to move to a different mat or some shit.
And say, get the fuck to the back, bitch.
Because it did once happen to me.
Rude.
It once happened to me. The girl in front of me recorded something and I didn't know who this girl was, but the teacher, the instructor, she reposted it. And then I had to look at myself do burpees of all things.
No.
I've never been more sad about who I am.
I've been thinking about it more that I've been getting into group classes. Like if somebody whipped out a phone, what I would do, because I find it so rude.
So Ariana, there were a lot of people that I saw in the background, and I would just like to say, I would have murdered you. I would have been that girl that's like, excuse me, can you please put your phone away?
Because the thing is like, you could do private classes and get the content you want.
Sure.
Why are you filming content at my expense? And this is a group class. This isn't about you and your content. This is about working out. And so if that's also a priority to you, then you need to be really considerate of everything else going on in this group class.
So, anyway.
Oh, I hate that. Wait, can we stick on Ariana Beardman? Because...
Oh, yeah. Go in.
Her brother was arrested on Monday. Alicia, for aggravated sodomy and aggravated sexual battery.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What do you know?
Okay. So this is what this girl claims. This is all alleged.
Okay.
very early into this because he got arrested on Monday. Okay, so this girl claims that she and him are friends from school, went to a gym together. I believe they went into a sauna, and then in a like changing area, he assaulted her. And this all happened at the end of April. And apparently she went to the hospital right after, got like a rape kit done. And then the next day they like filed, her and her dad filed charges.
Oh my God. How old is her brother?
He's 15 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And this was his girlfriend or who he was dating?
This is just like a friend.
Holy shit. He's 15?
I know.
Holy fuck.
So Kim, the mom, made a statement saying the allegations being made against my son are nothing short of reckless and deeply troubling. He categorically denies ever being involved with this woman or engaging in the conduct she has alleged. My son voluntarily took a polygraph examination regarding these allegations and passed. Additionally, an examination was conducted and no DNA belonging to my son was found. The victim has made similar allegations involving 2 other people, which raises serious concerns that deserve to be carefully examined. False accusations can have devastating consequences not only for the person being accused, but also for the genuine survivors of sexual assault and abuse. Every legitimate allegation deserves to be taken seriously and investigated based on the facts and evidence. At the same time, no one should be publicly condemned based solely on an accusation. We remain confident that the facts and evidence will establish the truth, and we ask that the people allow the proper process to take its course rather than spreading unproven allegations.
So he was arrested for it.
And still in jail for it. He has not been released on bond as of us recording this.
Okay, this is my own ignorance.
Yeah.
If you get arrested for something, I assume there's some evidence, right?
Yes,
maybe not evidence, but like beyond a reasonable.
There has to be something.
Something.
Yes, that. So her accusing him is, I believe, enough to have him arrested. Him being held without like bond, bail, because they're kind of interchangeable, is what's kind of crazy to me.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
If they filed in April and he was arrested,
they didn't file anything.
Oh.
So they went to the police and started a case with the police, and sometimes it can take a while for them to do anything. So if she went to the hospital and had a rape kit done, which I don't know if he had penetrative sex, but I heard at least like digits, involved. So I don't know if there would be any DNA like that in her. Sorry to be graphic, but they would at least open a case and start investigating it. But sometimes like rape kits can take a while to test. So I wonder if there was penetration, they just didn't get the rape kit tested in time. But Kim is saying that his DNA didn't match. Okay. I don't know what can take so long with like getting people arrested, but it doesn't surprise me to hear this took a few months.
To me, if he's being held without bail, to me, again, this is my ignorance, and the police and the legal system have fucked a lot of things up. So like, I don't know. Yeah. But to me, if you're being held without bail, that means that there's like something on you, right?
That typically, so a judge gets to decide that. You get arrested, you usually
you're right.
Some things are like, like tickets you can post bail, and it's just kind of like a standard system. So if
maybe it's the crime you're being
different times or crimes will require different things. So if you just like peed in public, you're going to get a ticket, you're going to be in jail. When they process you, you get a post bail and you'll get out. But something more serious, you have to go see a court, like a judge first. And sometimes that'll be while you're in jail, like a Zoom call. And they can decide to not give you.
You're right. Depending on what you're being accused of. Yeah.
And like the evidence against you. Are you a flight risk? Things like that. So that's what's like concerning to me. But I agree with Kim, like that innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty, but it's very concerning.
This to even be accused of something like that is like concerning, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Innocent until proven guilty. However, Kim I wouldn't have put out a statement yet. I think
this statement was a very bad how she went about it. I think it was because this broke today on Friday.
Yeah.
That this was a very quick statement. To mention that this girl is making this up, I don't love, because what is she making this up for? Your family has no money to extort
in the court case. That'll come out in the court. To me, I probably would have been like, please, I don't know, if you had to release a statement, maybe like, I understand that these allegations are very serious. We're going to go through the legal system. I love my son. Please respect our privacy at this time. You know, like very like, don't say he's innocent. Don't say he's guilty. Just be like, we are going to go through the system and like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Because I even think this is like, if I know one thing, it's if you're in like legal trouble, just shut the fuck up. Like truly just shut the fuck up. Everyone around you should shut the fuck up. I
agree. And like, listen, is it tough to be accused of something potentially you didn't do? Yes. Like, you know, breaking news is on the front page and any retractions are on the last page. Like that is frustrating if, let's say, he didn't do this, but like the court case is going to happen and like the truth can be known and he would have no convictions if this didn't happen.
And honestly, this like it's I hate saying this, but like in the world we live in, it's on his side. Like, I know. It's very hard to prove, and that's why a lot of women don't come forward to begin with. So yeah, I mean, if Kim were me or I was Kim, I probably would have been like, we'll just wait to see before I say anything. But shit.
I know.
What a time.
And I wonder if this is where I'm going to be super mean and gross. I guess not super gross, but Next Gen NYC is going to be filming this fall. Like, will this be mentioned? Is anybody going to bring this up? Like,
they talk obviously about everything online. They talk about everything online.
The court case is going to be going on at a certain point. If he's in jail now, the court case will be happening. So,
and
insane.
This is the downside of being on reality TV, because if your family business blows up, it's public now.
Oh my God, their family... Aside from this, is their family's disaster, because their family's got a rap is making out with Kim's boyfriend's ex-wife.
Yeah, they got a rap sheet long as can be. The Declaration of Independence can't even keep up. Actually, I don't know if that's a long.
That's not.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. They could fill a library of all their family drama. Truly, like it is nuts over there. Anyway. Okay, lighten it up on Bravo News a little?
Yes, please. I've nothing else that's as tragic.
No. Let's keep going a little tragic, but like less tragic.
Hold on. Sorry. Back it up. Let's go low again.
I forgot. Okay. And this is relevant because on our last episode, we talked a lot about Nathan and Gail from Below Deck.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you saw, but Nathan was apprehended for criminal violence and is due in court September 1st. So, it's an unnamed female, but it's assumed that it's Gail.
It's not. I saw that it's
really?
Another woman. It happened in like December, I believe.
Jesus fuck.
I forget what she's accusing him fully of, and I don't understand the Australian legal system.
I don't understand it a lot.
Yeah.
Because of the way it was like presented. But
I know.
Yeah, it just looks like he has been apprehended for criminal violence.
Yeah, I heard there was something with another woman, and because of that, Gail filed basically our version of a restraining order for her and her son against Nathan. So. And that is, I believe, how some of this story broke, is people saw Gail's filing, and hers isn't active yet. Like, I believe, from what I understand and what I read, it's that like she filed for one similarly, like in the US, you can file a temporary restraining order and then get it like fully instated after I think it's like 30 or 60 days. But I don't think she can get an immediate restraining order. It's like she filed to get one from him after this incident. But I don't believe the original incident was against her.
Okay, bless. But get this man off Bravo. What are we talking about?
So a lot of people are calling for him to be edited out of Below Deck Med, and I hope he is. And I don't hope that he like had a serious back injury during the season for the remainder of the season, but he already has an injury, so it's like, let's cut out the drama about him. And if he comes back and is like a serious role where like they can't fully edit him out because of like the entire story, like I get it. He has such a prominent role, but all this, like while he's tending to his back, just cut that shit out.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and this would explain a lot of what happened to Nathan and Gail. I'm sad that I ever shipped them.
It's hard because you kind of also have to ship their family being together, and it's okay to like want the best for a family unit. You know, it is good for a child to have both parents, but it's a him problem. It's not a problem that you wanted them the best for them.
What a crazy thing, though. This man, and you know what? I said it last week. I was like, he's giving me bad vibes because of the way he's acting. Hey, he couldn't hide the mask any longer.
True.
There it is. Okay, let's lighten it up, though. Ready?
Okay.
So I need background for this story, or for this news moment. So I was with my friends this weekend, right? And I started talking about In the City with one of my friends. And I'm pretty sure she is not a Lindsay fan the same way I'm a Lindsay fan, because she made a comment.
Like how I used to be, or I just like was
no, because I think you hate men more than you disliked Lindsay.
Yes.
She was like, we were talking about In the City, and she like brought up Kenny, and I was like, oh, I fucking hate Kenny. And she's like, well, he's the only one that can stand up to Lindsay. And I was like, why the fuck do anyone need to stand up to Lindsay? What are you talking about?
That was standing up to Lindsay? Okay.
Stand up to Lindsay, whatever. But then she was like, you know, he used to date that girl that does Sweats and the City. Do you know this girl?
No, I don't. Like, we're talking about Kenny, right? Kenny used to date Sweats in the City.
His 8-year relationship was this girl, Elizabeth, who used to work at the same company that my friend works at. So that's how she knows. But basically, Elizabeth started Sweats and the City, which is this huge like Instagram. She has a podcast now. She was like, she blew up, which is basically like she does workout classes around New York. And she used to compare them of like, these are good deals, these are not. And now like it's just her whole brand of like wellness and finding studios that are worth your money based off what you want. Anyway. So this was they were in an 8-year relationship. And I was like, oh my God, that was Kenny's 8-year relationship. And I was like, do you know if Elizabeth and him got engaged? And she's like, I have no idea if that's his engagement. I just know they were dating for like 8 fucking years and then they broke up. So then I'm not going to go creep on her Instagram because she has thousands of photos, but Kenny doesn't. So I went back on his Instagram and I did find a picture of them together from 2023. Not just them, it was a big group pic, but she is tagged and they are together. And I was like, oh my God, it is. But then here's the other part of the news. And I knew I didn't like him. When I went back and I was creeping in September of 2022, he posted a picture with Eric Adams, the old New York mayor.
Oh,
and let
Lordy.
me tell you, I get it. 2022, a different year. But I lived here in 2022, and I sure didn't like Mayor Eric Adams, because I'm pretty sure he was already being fucking weird. But then, Kenny, if you're going to wipe your Instagram of all your pictures with Elizabeth, you should wipe this photo with Eric fucking Adams, my guy. Come on. Here it is for those in the video. There's Eric fucking
What's the
Adams.
caption?
So let's talk about cannabis, midnight construction, and these taxes. One eyebrow up emoji, laughing, crying emoji, fist bump emoji at the New York City mayor.
Interesting.
Yep. And then I went creeping because I was like, now I gotta know. So I went to his Instagram because I'm a psycho. I don't care. Okay. I need to know who everyone voted for. Now, I'll give it to him. He doesn't follow like any of the fucking nightmares. He just follows the POTUS account, which that's fine. That changes. But he also doesn't follow anyone that I feel like he maybe should follow. Like, I don't know, Zoran Mamdani. You live in New York, Kenny. What are we doing? But he does follow, you know what? This is what I got. And I'm going to, Mamdani. Yeah, he does not follow nope, nothing. But you know who he does follow? You want to guess? Do you want to guess who he does follow?
I don't even know.
Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Shut up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember seeing Reality Alley's, or seeing that she did a review of this entire cast, but it was, I think, when the cast dropped, and I was like, I don't even know who the fuck these people are yet.
I know, I gotta rewatch it.
I'm pretty sure Kenny was the one who got upset with her reporting. It was either Kenny or Nick. It was one of the guys.
Well, then Kenny, unfollow Andrew Cuomo.
Well, I think he was following other people that were maybe a little more sketchy, and it looks like maybe he unfollowed them.
But that tells me all I need to know about him. If he voted for Andrew Cuomo for mayor, which it looks like he probably did.
Yeah.
A barf. Actual barf. He's a sex offender.
True.
Barf. A sexual harasser. Anyway, I was like foaming at the mouth. I was like, I knew I hated it. Like a psychopath.
It just reignited your hatred for him.
Oh, hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck Andrew Cuomo and Kenny. I caught you red-handed. Just go and follow him, or else I'll hate you forever, dude. Come on.
I don't think it'll die down your hatred for him if he goes and unfollows Cuomo.
No, but that would help a little. That's who he is the problem. He's an Andrew Cuomo, Eric Adams guy.
Because the thing is like, that's just performative stuff to then unfollow people. Like, be a better person.
That's true. At least now I know he's an Eric Adams, Andrew Cuomo type of guy. And I know that's not the type of guy I am. So
True.
Anyway, you got any more news?
I got two more.
Ooh,
There's rumors that Connor Leavitt is joining Dancing with the Stars.
I hope these are true. I would love him. He's the nicest man. Did I tell you I met him?
No?
Oh, yeah. Your face. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What a random lore drop. Oh, yeah, I just met Connor Leavitt. When?
Do you remember when he was in that Broadway off-Broadway play?
Yeah.
No. It was a dance show.
I thought it was a magic show.
No, you know Costin Mayer on TikTok and Instagram?
No, but that's okay.
They're this couple that dances. I think someone that I went to go see it with was like, did you know they're Mormon? And I tried to look into this and I was like, I don't think Costin Mayer are Mormon. She goes, oh, maybe they're just religious. And I was like, well, everyone's fucking... Praise God. Everyone does that. So I don't know. Anyway, they did a dance show. And in the show, at one point, they had Nia from Dance Moms and Connor Leavitt. So that's when me and my friends went. Because why not? And then after, because it wasn't that crowded at this off-Broadway theater, my friends and I were like, what if we waited for everyone? So we did. And I got everyone's signatures. So I have a playbill. Well, it's not a real playbill, but whatever they gave me, I got a
program.
But I was standing there waiting for Nia. I think Nia might have came out first, and she was Nia's just the absolute best and greatest. Yeah. And I love her so much. But I never know what to say to these people because I don't want to be like, I love you, or like I've stalked you, or like, remember Abby Lee? Like, that's all weird. So I just, thank God my friend was like, I'm a big Holly fan. So I was like, you take Nia. But then Connor was coming around and I was like, oh, I know exactly what I want to say to Connor. And so I handed him my playbill and I was like, you're my favorite close-up magician. And he was like, thank you for understanding my art. And I was like, no, I'm obsessed with it. And he was like, normally before the show, I do magic tricks for everyone, but I had a meeting to take. And I was like, Connor, what could be more important than showing me your magic tricks?
Maybe it was Dancing with the Stars.
Well, he was like, it's for my career. And I was like, Connor, this is your career. I'm your future. I'm a fan. And I was
You're
like,
trap him in a cage. I need the magic.
Yeah. I pointed at my friends. I was like, they didn't even know you were a close-up magician, but I know. I'm a fan. And he's like,
on the ground.
And he told me, he's like, I appreciate you. You should come back and I will do a magic trick right in front of you. I never went back, but shout out Connor. He's lovely. He's very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go on with what you were
saying. And then Whitney is going to be back on Broadway in December and January for a new show called Just in Time. So big things happening with the Leavitt household.
Oh, they are just performers, aren't they? And I bet Nick Viall is just dying in his little couch being like, how's Whitney going to be a mom though? If her husband's busy and she's busy. Oh,
Here's the thing. Nick is not going to say a damn comment about Connor being on Dancing with the Stars and how she'll be a mom. Yeah. Or how he'll be a parent to their kids. It's only like, how can a mom work and be a mother?
Yeah, let me tell you, the Leavitts seem like lovely people. They are my comfort conservatives. They just seem so wholesome.
Here's the thing, though. If they keep spending time in these big cities, maybe they're going to flip.
And I think they do. They're the type of conservatives that are just like religious, which I also hate. But I think they love gay people.
I was about to say, they're like socially liberal, financially, religiously conservative. And I'm like, I would, as long as you are a nice person, I can accept you in society.
Like, I just don't want you near
to all
me.
People.
Sure.
I will still look down upon you how you vote.
Listen.
Because you are still doing destructive policies, but I do think how you treat people in everyday life is massively important.
That's the thing. I think if they met someone who had an abortion, they would be like, to their face, they would be like, whatever you needed to do. And I think they would just go vote against them, behind their back.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think they're out here like protesting publicly. They might be doing it with their wallets, but publicly they're not like berating women at Planned Parenthood.
Agreed. It's three-pronged. You're right. I didn't even think about the financial consideration, but I do think that there are also liberals who are mean to people's faces, but vote for the right things. So I think it is a mix. I think voting is vastly important. Financially benefiting or contributing is vastly important, and living those things in person are hugely important.
They're spending a lot of time in Mom Donnie's New York. So, and I'm just saying, if she's collecting a paycheck in Mom Donnie's New York,
she's paying for Mom Donnie's New York.
She's going to benefit from Mom Donnie's New York,
but
too.
She's also paying taxes to benefit Mom Donnie's New York.
She keeps coming back. If she really hated socialism that bad, she could have been like, I'm not doing Broadway. Here she comes. And then he's going to, what's the governor in California? Gavin Newsom?
Newsom. Yep.
Newsom. They're spending a lot of time in his California, too, which he's actively not conservative. So I'm just saying. They're wishing Arnold Schwarzenegger was in charge again.
Just some thoughts. Okay, I have one more thing. Still actually does stick in politics, but this is just the root of who we are. Florida is currently in a fight with the Catholic Church.
This is my favorite beef of 2026. Oh, I'm obsessed with this because I'm on the side of Catholic people.
This is from the Catholic Church rules.
I'm aligned.
For those who didn't read it, Florida is currently against the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church mandates vaccines for their private schools, and Florida is becoming anti-vaxxer and says that they are going to remove the voucher program from Catholic schools unless they remove the vaccine mandate. And the Catholic Church is like, go fuck yourself.
I know one thing in life. And that is, you don't want to get in a fight with the Catholic Church. Have you seen the Vatican City? They got money over there, okay?
Yep.
They are letting their followers go hungry, but they have money to fight you. Let me tell you, don't you dare. And all they want are vaccines. That's all they want.
This also exposes the difference between Christians and Catholics. Is Catholics literally read the Bible.
Yep.
The entire Bible every 3 years just by going to church, let alone what they do in their private life. But I forget who it was, but somebody in the Florida government tried to say that the Bible is anti-vaccines, and the Catholic Church is like a deacon or a bishop spoke out.
Bishop.
You, excuse me, the Bible is not against vaccines. I know the Bible.
Hey man, there are no vaccines in the Bible. If they had them, they would have given them. Okay. Yeah. That's the thing is maybe they didn't vaccinate the apostles, but that's because they didn't have the science. Okay. I love when the Bible is I love when Catholics are like, okay, maybe they didn't do that, but if the Bible took place today.
We believe in science.
If the Bible took place today, Jesus would be vaccinating the poor for free, okay?
Jesus would be out there legit vaccinating anybody, everybody.
Yeah, he didn't get his doctor's license, but he took the vaccines and he's Robin Hooding them into people who can't afford them. Yes. That's the Jesus way. You know what I mean? No, I feel like a lot of the times I feel like I'm crazy because so many Christians are like, this is what the Bible says. And I sit there and be like, I was Catholic for a very long time and I don't think the Bible says that.
I know. Anyway, I especially feel it because I had religion class every day. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah. I had one girl in college try to tell me, she like did a Bible study and she was like, great, you really need to learn the Bible. And I was like, babe, and this was while I was still Catholic. Like I was still going to church somewhat like frequently. Yeah. And I was like, I know the Bible. I don't think you understand how hardcore I know the Bible.
I know the Bible in English and Latin. What are we talking about?
That was a comment I saw on a TikTok video. Somebody goes, I've been to mass in 3 different languages outside of English, and I knew exactly what was going on. Because guess what? Like, Catholic Church is so strict and hierarchical, and I know what's happening. I knew what the Catholic Church was going to say to this before they even made a comment.
Yo, just the inflection of the priest. I know where we're at in this story. I got it. We do 3 readings a mass, okay? I got the Bible. And you know what else? Is we have to sit there with those little booklets that tell you like what's happening in mass, and you get bored in church. So you start reading all of it because you're just like, I have nothing else to
read
do.
Ahead.
That was the book I read the most growing up because I was at church maybe 3 times a week reading this fucking Bible thing. Okay, I got it. You read the Bible. I swear to God, Christians make up the Bible. The Pope, y'all.
The difference is that every Christian church outside of Catholicism can do their own thing. Whereas like Catholicism is very regimented.
Yeah. They're not allowed to do their own thing.
On Sunday is doing the same thing. They're reading the same readings. The homily is based on the same thing. It's going to be a different interpretation, but like all of the readings are the same. Everything else except for the homily is the exact same.
It's mapped out in that book. I could tell you, if I went to church right now, I could tell you what was going to be said on, oh my God, in December, I could tell you what's going to be said.
I could tell you 3 years ahead what is going to happen on a certain day.
They have it planned because they just recycle it because we have to keep doing, we have to learn everything. And that's what we do. My church had 3 different colors and we would walk in, there was the red, the blue, the purple. Those were our 3 fucking colors that I had to learn. Okay, I know it. I didn't even go to Catholic school. I went to CCD once a week for like 9 to 10 years. And let me tell you, that also, we had to sit there, read the Bible and interpret it, okay? There was nothing about vaccines. Because if you were fucking smart, this is happening BC. There's no scientists. What are you talking about? Vaccines. The first
90%
vaccine
of the
was
Bible
AD.
Is before Christ even shows up.
No, literally. Y'all are like, oh, Jesus. Y'all, let me tell you about Genesis, okay? What are you talking? Jesus is the B character, okay? We got so much happening. Adam and Eve was before Jesus. Noah's Ark was before Jesus. Jesus showed up one day and everyone was like, now we're changing the plot. We had to fully go.
Left turn.
Yeah. That's why a lot of the times at Catholic Church, people aren't like, Jesus would have done this. They say God wants this. We focus on God because he's the star of the show.
Yeah, why did it become what would Jesus do?
Who cares what Jesus was only around for 30 years.
5 minutes.
In the writing of the Bible, Jesus was here for a chapter, okay? And it just so happens that everyone puts a lot on Jesus because 4 of his besties were like, hey, we got to write about him.
Word about this guy.
Can I tell you, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, that's fanfic, okay? I've come to this conclusion. 4 men write a story about Jesus because it's their truths. It's not accurate. We're reading what 4 men thought, and these 4 men were obviously in love with Jesus.
Which, like, go off.
Yeah. You're going to tell me there's no gay love in the Bible. It's right there. The whole New Testament.
New peak version of life. 4 of your friends after you die are like, I must write an entire book about you.
We were so obsessed with her, we have to write fanfic. And they can't work together because they have their own idea.
We're all doing our separate things because my version is better than your version. And then we get all these people around us to go speak about you at least once a week.
Yeah. The best part is Jesus was only around for 33 years and these men were so obsessed with him. He had a gang of 12 men always. It was obsessed. So gay.
You're telling me nothing happened at that like final dinner? You're telling me that wine we were sharing?
Drunk on wine and you're telling me it's not gay? Please.
And Jesus took off your shoes and washed your feet?
Please. It's gayer than heated rivalry, okay?
I'm just
gayer.
Odds are some of them were gay.
Except Judas. That bitch was straight.
That is so straight.
He was straight. He was homophobic, and that's why he. You know what? If you're homophobic, you're Judas. I'm rewriting the Bible.
Maybe that is why he told on them. He was like, "You guys won't believe what's happening in that tent."
Yeah, they are gay, and people are like, okay, now we have to go kill him because it was the Romans, and the Romans are super straight."
Which obviously that is. They wanted him anyways.
I'm rewriting the Bible, obviously.
Alicia's version.
And that's why gay marriage was made illegal, because Judas went to the Romans and the Romans were like, you know what? This is smart. You know what we're going to do?
We're going to kill him.
Yeah. Haha.
And then,
so that was a hate
the gay
crime.
Accusations die with Jesus, but then they didn't expect him to rise from the dead.
Yeah.
So then they had to make it worse. And then they probably threatened all of the followers, all the men obsessed with him to that from the story.
Because what's gayer than rising from the dead? You know what I mean?
No, that is so gay.
That's so gay.
And then going only to women to tell them that you rose from the dead.
Oh my God, spreading the tea. Yeah. If you are homophobic and a follower of Jesus Christ, those two things don't mix anymore. You don't know Jesus. And listen, you don't know Catholics. Okay? Because the Catholics... But let me tell you, the Catholics are homophobic, but also then they try to do this thing of like, even if they're gay, you have to love them. They're just wrong.
Yes.
Which is, it's
like a backhanded compliment.
Being a Catholic is a lot of whiplash. You know what I mean?
Yes. They truly don't want harm to people, but they're also like, you can't have joy either.
That's the difference. Christians want harm to people who are just living authentically. Catholics don't, but that you can't be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to give all your money to the church.
They love to tithe. Yeah.
Oh, they love money.
But I will say they use their money appropriately outside of all the gold that they buy for the church.
In the Vatican, yeah.
And all the land they own. Catholics are one of the groups that do the most service.
Yeah.
So
we do a lot of service. And if you think about it, the religion that took over the world was Christianity, okay? The Catholics, we were busy learning the Bible because we weren't allowed to travel because we had to be miserable.
Yes.
Let me tell
Guilt
you.
and shame must be absorbed into your body every Sunday.
I've never been more proud to be Catholic.
No, I love it. Because if there's one thing Catholics love to do, it is a good fight.
And let me tell you, the Catholic Church will win.
They have so much money. Yeah.
Take
your stupid little vouchers away from the Catholic Church, and all those parents are going to be mad at the state of Florida.
Yeah, because also it's just Catholic schools give great education, okay? You
great
need them,
education.
You need them more than they need you.
100%. That's the thing. These parents, they need the vouchers. They're going to be pissed.
Just put your kid in public school then. Enjoy. See,
Enjoy.
But here's the thing. The current administration, I'm pretty sure, pulled funding from the Department of Education. So you enjoy that education.
Yeah.
Us vaccinated are going to go to the Catholic Church.
We're going to go to the Catholic school, and we're going to actually learn about science where that's being defunded from that public school.
And also, I saw a comment on something you always say, which like, where do you think I got radicalized? The Catholic Church, okay?
No, truly, my Catholic high school taught me social justice as a class.
Yeah, like, that's the other way you can see Christians versus Catholics. A lot of Catholics are liberal.
Yes.
Like, there's a good chunk, more than, like, I would say percentage-wise of Catholics, more are liberal than Christians, percentage-wise. So, shout out the Catholics.
Hell yeah.
I've never been more proud.
Fight the good fight, but be better
Pope
in other ways.
Leo, go off, King. Take down Florida. Oh, Pope Leo's all of a sudden like, let's just put all funding from Florida. No churches for anyone. And Florida's like, wait a minute. Now? Yeah. Y'all.
Yeah, that's all my news.
Oh, that was a great round of news. Should we get into reading? Actually,
yes. What have you been reading?
Okay, I read this one book. Okay, remember how Nina Dobrev and Paul Wesley are reuniting for this movie?
But it's like a scary movie, right?
Okay, yeah, it's called You Deserve to Know.
Okay,
and I read the book.
How was it?
I think it'll be a really good movie. It was a pretty bad book.
Oh.
I gave it 2 stars.
Okay, wait, really quick before we dive into it. Do you think that they will be representative of the characters? Like, do they look like the characters?
Here's the thing. There's 3 different couples. I don't know which. I'm assuming it's told from all 3 of the women's POVs. I'm assuming, though, Nina Dobrev is going to be the main woman who comes out on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming Paul Wesley will be her husband.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ways this could go, because I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen any other casting decisions, but I also do not track that stuff.
Here are my qualms. There are so many characters. And 6 doesn't seem like a lot, but it was hard to remember who was married to who, because they introduced you to all 6, not in their couples. So you're just kind of like, the way I for so long was like, who's this person married to? Who's that person? What are we doing? Anyway,
like when you enter a social situation and you meet like 10 people at once and you can't remember names, and you're just like, I'm flailing here.
It also felt like when we started to solve something, the author was like, let's throw in another twist, which I think will be great for a movie. But when I'm reading it, I'm like, and this needs to end already. So basically, I'm going to do my best, but I'm really not going to go that far into depth. There's 3 couples, right? Mm-hmm. Couple 1, couple 2, couple 3. I don't even remember their names, honestly. So in one ear, out the other. So couple 1 is who I think Nina Dobrev will play.
Okay.
She's the main one. Anyway, she's kind of a happy-go-lucky neighbor. The other 2 women, the other 2 wives, they're her best friends, right? They don't like each other. Wife B and wife C, or wife 2, wife 3, they don't like each other. But they only put up with each other because they both love the Nina Dobrev character that I'm imagining.
Oh, they're kind of like Amanda, Danielle,
they're like frenemies.
Luca.
Yeah, they're frenemies. Yeah. Okay, so every Friday, they all live in the same cul-de-sac. They do Friday night dinners. Ooh, fun.
Oh, wow.
And so, I know. And so
that's tough if you don't like someone. I'm thinking they're just seeing each other a few times here and there, but
they like wife A or wife number 1. They like her a lot, so they come and interact, and they act like friends. We all act like friends. Whatever. Yeah. As everyone's leaving this one Friday night, husband 2. Should we do Air B? Which ones? Or should we do letters or numbers? Which one should we do? I guess.
Girl.
Okay. We have couple 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wife 1 is Nina Dobrev. Okay. Yep. As everyone's leaving, husband 2 is like, hey, wife 1, you deserve to know. And that's all he says. He's very drunk and he leaves. And she's like, I don't know what that was, but okay. Then we go to like wife 2, and we find out basically that her husband 2, has cheated on her in the past, and like they do not have a good relationship. And then wife number 1, Nina Dobrev, hears them arguing later that night, but she doesn't listen in because who wouldn't listen in to neighborhood drama? She's like, oh, I want to give them the privacy. They don't know you're there.
No. There is no privacy if I'm around.
Okay, so they have a very rocky relationship. Couple 3, wife 3, shit. I should have memorized their name.
Doesn't matter.
Wife 3, she's just angry that her best friend has another best friend. She's pissed about that.
She's territorial.
Yeah. Her husband 3, he's happy-go-lucky. He has no idea which way's left. He's just here living, making millions of dollars, okay? So she's just chilling, and she's like, I want to take down the couple
Wife
number
number two.
Wife number two,
Yeah.
whatever. So then that night, husband number 2 gets drunk, disappears. We wake up, he's murdered. Oh no.
Whoa.
We find out husband number 1 was the last to see him. So that is suspicious. And so wife number 1, Nina Dobrev, is like, hey, where the fuck were you? You're the last person to see him. What happened? And husband number 1 is like, hey, nothing. I'm not going to tell you anything. So she's like, okay, fucking weird.
That's sketchy.
Yeah. Wife number 2 is like, my husband died, but we were in debt and I hated him anyway. And the fight was about him cheating on her.
Oh, but that's a huge motive.
That's a huge motive, right? So she's under investigation. And then, yeah, it's just like all weird. Anyway, they spend a lot of time trying to solve all that, but it doesn't matter because so many twists and turns come. So basically, we find out that wife number 3 was having an affair with husband number 2.
Whoa!
Because she wanted to destroy wife number 2. So that's how she did it. So she went in to try and get like so much info, right? However, she also didn't like that she overheard husband number 1 telling wife number 1, hey, wife number 3 is like kind of a lot, because she is. She's always like, you're my best friend, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. And wife number 1 was always like, we're all best friends, you know, happy go lucky, whatever. And so husband number 1 was like, she's a lot. Like, you can hang out with her less. So wife number 3 has 2 enemies. So how do we take them down? So she uses husband number 2 to blackmail husband number 1, because husband number 1 is not who he says he is. He's actually a kid from a weed community in California where there was 2 missing boys, right? But he's one of those missing boys. The other boy's dead. So wife number 3 is like, oh my God, he killed that other boy and then started a new life. And so now she's like, I'm going to make husband number 2 blackmail him, because husband number 2 is looking to write a second book. He's an author, but he hasn't had inspiration. So this is going to be his next book. Unless husband number 1 pays him off, so then him and wife number 3 can run away together. Get it?
That's what husband number 2 thinks, though, right?
That's what husband number 2 thinks.
Because wife 3 just wants to take them all down.
Yeah, she wants basically wife number 2 to be out of her life. She's not actually going to run away with husband number 2.
No.
She weirdly does love her husband. She's having the affair just to take down this other wife.
Just to destroy couple
her
2.
Life. Yeah. And then
she wants basically couple 2 to get divorced and basically move away.
Out.
Get out of her life. And then husband
number
1
gone. And then it's she's the only friend
her
around.
Husband and her bestie, wife 1.
Kind of. As we went on, I was like, kind of genius. Like messy.
Yeah, but hard to execute.
It is, let me tell you. So basically, we find out that husband number 1, wife number 1 keeps saying weird things on her bank account where he's taking out money and he won't explain it. And then husband number 1 goes missing. So wife number 1 is like, what the fuck? Because she's the only one that really actually loves her husband, I think. So she's like, what the actual fuck? Where's he going? So she finds him with wife number 2. They've actually become closer because both their husbands are gone, you know? And they're like, there has to be a mystery. So they find husband number 1 and he's like, okay, basically I am this other kid, but he didn't kill the kid he was with.
Yeah.
What happened was they tried to rob basically the weed cartel in California, and a fight ensued and the cartel killed this guy. And so husband number 1 is a witness to this crime, but the cartel will kill him if he testifies. Yeah. So we had to start over. And wife number 1 is like, so what the fuck were you going to do? And husband number 1 is like, I was going to run away and just leave you and the kids. And she's like, huh? Rightfully so. She's like, how fucking dare you? She's like, listen, I would rather
you're just going to start another new life and leave me?
Well, she's like, also go to prison. Sad your kids won't be there, but at least they'll know where you are.
Yeah.
And could visit you. It's crazy that you're like, I'm actually going to ditch my family. Right?
Oh my God.
Wild.
That's even a possibility.
Wild. So then
you're like, I'm going to go into hiding for like a few months and you're going to know where I am and you can come visit me and I won't be a present parent, but like, you're going to know what's going on. He's like, peace out, new life in Mexico. Here I come.
He's like, I wanted you to think I was dead or something. I got kidnapped for the rest of your life. Wild.
And our kids' lives. Yeah.
Men, you know? This is all taking place over like a week. So the kids are, I think dad's on a business trip.
Anything but accountability with men.
Oh, truly. Okay, so it comes out that like, because it seemed like husband number one was very guilty and maybe killed husband number two. That's not what happened. Basically, what happened was husband number two felt so bad about blackmailing this other husband.
Oh my God.
But he also was like, the wife deserves to know who her husband is because he's basically not, his name's Michael. He's going by Scott. You know what I mean? Like, wife number one deserves to know. So that was the you deserve to know. And so then husband number two met up with wife number three and was like, I'm going to tell him. And wife number three was like, no, that'll fucking ruin everything. So she hit husband number two with her car.
Oh my God.
I know. And no one was looking at her because it was like, who cares? Husband number three is in La La Land. No idea what he's up to. And then basically the police figure out the blackmailing thing and then go to wife number three and no. Here's the other thing. Wife number three goes to see wife number two and is basically, you know, she has the evil layer thing where she like reveals her plan. And she's like, actually, I killed your husband. And then wife number two, they start fighting and wife number two kills her. So that lady's gone.
Wait. Wife number two kills wife number three.
Yeah, because wife number three went over and was like, I hit your husband with a car and I was having an affair with him and I don't feel bad and whatever. You're a crazy bitch. And so wife number two is like,
done.
Dead. You're dead. Yeah. So then the police show up. You think everything's fine. Whatever. Remember the story I just told you? So now we pick back up from the point of view of wife number three. Or no, wife number two. Wife number three is dead. Sorry. Wife number two, who has married husband number three. Weird.
What?
Weird. Because she's like, oh, in our grief, you know, we came together. And now our families.
Wife two doing a 180 and deciding to be the villain. And I feel like now she wants to piss off wife three from the grave.
Yep. But now we find out that wife number two actually wrote the book about what happened, this whole crazy thing. So she's like being interviewed. She's a millionaire, whatever.
Wait. This is real?
Well, no.
Oh, the idea is that she fake wrote this book.
No, wife number three. The whole book is fiction.
Oh, you said wife number three wrote the book.
Wife number three wrote a book about this crazy murders thing that happened. Or wife number two, sorry.
Okay, yes.
Husband number three, wife number two get together.
The author is not actually wife number two.
No.
Okay, sorry. It's kind of like, you don't watch Gilmore Girls, but like that's how it ends. It's like she writes a show and it just like, restarts basically everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so wife number two writes a book and is like, now I'm a famous author because I wrote a book about everyone dying and whatever. So she goes to meet up with wife number one. They're not as close, but wife number two is so excited. She's like, we finally get to meet up. It's going to be so good. And wife number one, they're like hanging out and she starts asking questions. And she's like, you know, I read your book and it actually like, you got a lot of the details wrong. Right. And so really wife number two was kind of the villain in the story, but she made it out to be wife number three is the villain.
So like swap places with her.
Wife number one was just like, oh, how'd you do it? Like, ooh, like prying for information. And then it comes out that like wife number two admits everything she did to get this in order. And then the police arrest her because wife number one was wired up. Yep.
Incredible.
Which was weird. The way, like, you could tell wife number one was totally wearing a wire and like pressing.
She's super sketchy.
Anyway.
And this is why you don't write about your crimes in a book.
No, literally, it was so exhausting.
People who commit crimes
and then write about them
to brag about it.
Mm-hmm.
I find it so weird.
I would too. That's why I can't commit a crime. Don't tell everyone what I got away with. I get it. Okay, but then just going into watching, it's a good segment. I also read the first volume of Heartstopper. I'll tell you, it took me 20 minutes and it's so cute. It's so cute. But the show was added a lot and it was better.
Oh, really?
Obviously. Well, like the book, okay, the first volume goes to like when they first kiss and then Nick runs away. That's how it ends. But like they added a lot. So like everything in the book is in the show. They just need to add more in the show to make it
fill it out. Yeah.
Make it a show. And they added like characters and like dialogue. But a lot of the dialogue is honestly like kind of the same.
Yeah, okay.
It's interesting.
That's always nice when they can keep it the same.
Wait, I love that you watched Heartstopper.
I did. I watched all 3 seasons and the movie.
Didn't it just restart your system a little bit though? It's just like good. Did. It's just good.
Here's the one thing that I was sad about is I'm such a big yearning girl, and the yearning kind of is over after season 1 once they get together, and they're dealing with a lot of real life shit, which is totally understandable. Yeah. I love watching them navigate that. I miss the yearning because like everybody had someone except for poor Isaac, and I'm like,
oh, I love Isaac. He's not a real character so far in the book.
Okay. But I was like sad to miss some of that. I like wanted them to break up just so then they could make up, and that just like didn't like happen for a minute, but it just I like love some yearning. So I wanted more of that.
Also love yearning. I think that's what got me in the first season was like there was so much teenage yearning, and I was like, you ain't freaking kidding me. And it was so wholesome, and I was like,
across the board, like, all of the characters. I wish they hadn't gotten basically everybody together at the same time.
Yes, I was exhausted. Yeah. But it was very cute. I love when there's like weird drama. First of all, this is me. I'm fucked up. I like when there's like an injury of some sort. Yeah. So I loved Charlie's eating disorder because I was like, the drama that ensues where it's like Nick needs to be there and doesn't know what to do. And it's just like, I loved that. I just love Nick as a character. I think he's like so simple yet so complex. You know, like he's a simple guy, but he's like has so many feelings.
I know. I love Nick a lot. I also love Charlie's sister. Charlie's sister.
Did you know originally that's how Heartstopper got made? Is the author wrote like a short Tumblr, I think it was a Tumblr thing or something online about Tori, and then that was her first book. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I should go read Tori's book.
I told Jill this because I told her I was watching it and she loves it too.
Friend of the podcast.
I was like, the one thing I dislike is all the little cartoon things. I was like, they drive me nuts. And she was like, it's
in the book.
Yeah. She was like, that's what she said. And I was like, okay, fine. I can like accept it, but it's still, I'm like, they're in this like really cute moment and these like hearts are bursting out of them. And I was like, stop.
Yeah. It got me at first and then I got used to it and I was like, it's kind of cute.
No,
like,
I hate it.
If I was 13, this show would have like solved things for me, I think.
Yes. Also, I'm mad at you. You misspoke and you told me the coming out scene was season 3, episode 8. It is season 1, episode 8. I was totally going to watch that with Jill. And then I got to it and I was like, oh, this isn't happening. There's no way. And, no, but it ended up still being a surprise for me. I think it was better that I didn't know what episode it was because then it was like a surprise.
Yeah, with Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love Olivia. I'm sad that they
recast her.
She was just too busy.
I know.
Olivia Colman, she was too busy. I know. I love in season 3 when they were like, oh, my mom's home. And it's no one. We never saw mom.
Yep. They recasted the mom and the dad for the movie.
I was like, Olivia Colman, why the fuck can't you just show up?
Just a little, that's the thing. Just a starring guest role, please.
Because she did such a good job on that coming out scene where she was just like, thank you for telling me. And it was like, oh, that's what like the kids needed to see, I think.
I know.
And it was so cute.
And then whenever he like struggled with his brother and she like stood up for him, when they had that family dinner with Charlie's family.
Oh, yeah.
And it like did not go well. Tori. I was just like, oh, my heart's breaking.
Yeah, it was very cute. The cast's favorite, or like Connor or Kit Connor, who plays Nick, and Joe Locke, who plays Charlie, their favorite episode, or they think the best episode of Heartstopper, is season 3, episode 4, which is when Charlie's goes to get help for his eating disorder, but you see it from like Nick's point of view, and then it switches to Charlie's point of view.
That one is a good one.
Mm-hmm. They said that was like their favorite episode ever.
Yeah.
And I just like, I'm so happy for them, and like everything they do, I will support them going forward, because I think that they're just like the cutest little gay boys, and I love them.
No,
even
it
though
was a really great series.
I don't think Kid is gay. I think he's bi, but it doesn't matter also.
Not at all. Yeah.
But can you believe they were 17 their first season?
It's like wild. Honestly, the UK puts out really great shows.
Really great. I mean,
movies.
I ended up on the side of UK like grunge 2000 TV shows, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Someone was like, it made Bristol look like the place to be. And I was like, yeah, Bristol was my spot growing up. And I only have been once as an adult.
It's like between that and Canada, because like they're also like funding it.
Canada's so good. Canada and the UK. I'm telling you,
even Australia, like have governments invest in media and
what has
forms.
Australia given us?
Well, it's not for us, but it's for the children. Bluey's a huge hit with the kiddos.
Oh,
so
Bluey.
I was just with the kids.
I guess growing up, just add water, H2O.
Yeah,
H2O, just add water. And did you ever watch Saddle Club?
I didn't.
Oh.
But there was also a show, I forget what it's called, but it was a Australia one. I can't think of what it is. But
kids need good, wholesome media. Like even early Degrassi was wholesome. It was an after-school special. I love an after-school special.
Heartstopper and Degrassi are very similar.
Yeah, the beginning of Degrassi before it got like weird.
Well, because like you have to keep outdoing your storylines.
We don't have, my gosh. But
it's
it was
honestly, Degrassi and Grey's Anatomy are on the same trajectory of like insanity, because you keep having to just like outdo your drama.
But yeah, I think Heartstopper is for like the people who came out and maybe it didn't go as well, or like, you know, being gay at high school wasn't accepted.
Yeah.
This was quite, even though you had like some homophobia, this was quite accepting. My high school ripped these gay kids apart.
I think they didn't make it easy breezy and like a false reality, but the like stress and fear that they have of coming out and like scared to tell people,
I think
while being accepted by some and being bullied by others. Like I think it's a very, I just say normal, but just like neutral idea of what it's, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be gay and gay in the UK, but like that there are supportive people, there are supportive families, there are unsupportive families. The fact that a lot of like friends are queer and like open discussions with all of them, and like a secret romance into coming out, and like watching Nick trying to like really struggle to come out, and like how that affected Charlie. I think that is a really honest story.
Yeah. Him season 2 just trying to say I'm gay. I was like, just say it.
No,
dude, just say it.
Especially
you got it.
He like obviously, it's like funny to watch him like really struggle. Funny is the wrong word, but like struggle to like come out to his friends slowly, and it like becomes easier and easier, but like saying it every time is like swallowing a rock for him.
Yeah, I'm bi,
and then
actually.
when they're in like Paris, and it like becomes so much more normalized, but then it's like still scary to like say it out loud to everyone and be like fully out, and like towing that line was really interesting of like having your safe bubble with your friends but not being fully out.
Yeah, it was a great show. Also, a little drama that I read online. Joe Locke and the guy that plays Ben, they dated like the first season, I think, and then broke up. And it was like really heartbreaking. Like they had, I think, a bad breakup.
Oh, I always wonder what that's like. And if you go into a relationship, if you met on set and you go into a relationship on set, do you say like, hey, if this goes wrong, we really need to be professional because
they were 17.
Neither of us want to lose our jobs? No, I understand that. But like, I think about that when it came to like One Tree Hill, people dating, like how quickly it can turn. We see it on Outer Banks. Like,
and then they make you still love each other. Yeah.
So you're like risking a lot, even if it's not you falling in love with your own like character romance person. It's like it can make the set uncomfortable, obviously, to like have to deal with your ex. That's so stressful, but there's always emotion. Like there's heightened emotions on set because you're pulling those to the surface.
Especially when you're a bunch of teenagers.
Oh my God. I could never.
No, same. should we do a quick Bravo roundup?
Yes, let's do it.
It's very Bravo heavy, but that's okay. Did you finish The Valley?
I did.
We can put this to bed now.
I'm just
Lala really tried her best to get to Danny, and Danny was like,
Danny is unwilling for his own sake even to just be like, I had really bad reactions with alcohol. I need to be more cognizant of it, of my drinking, because instead of they just explain it away by being like, oh, it's rare occurrences. But
yeah,
I'm like,
I still feel bad for Jasmine when she was like, you can't use having a kid to be an asshole. And they all jumped down her fucking throat.
There's a photo
Kristen
of
went
Kristen,
forward.
Luke, Danny, and Nia being like, nah. And notice how nobody else on the other side who are also parents were upset. Because I agree. You using your kid as a car. There's a mom card that we talk on in the city. Is using your kid as the reason that you behave poorly is crazy to me. Saying I don't get a lot of sleep, so I'm irritable and I'm making bad decisions is what you should say. Not, it's really hard being a parent, and so I like fuck up sometimes.
Well, to be like, oh, I'm a parent, so I can treat you like shit, I don't think so.
Those are the friends I don't want at all.
No. And then Janet, I thought was heartbreaking when she talked about
absolutely
what she's been through. And then Andy was like, hey, Kristen, you didn't really have a great response. And Kristen was like, I didn't know. And I was like, oh my God, Kristen.
Girl.
Oh my God, Kristen.
When someone says they have trauma, I don't care what trauma. Because what I took from Kristen's comment is, okay, if she had familial trauma, and that's not deserving enough, but now because she's been like sexually assaulted, you're gonna be okay with that trauma. Like, what? Like, what? You're like backtracking because you got a bad response online. But
yeah.
But Janet also said like her dad was an alcoholic, so that is another layer to this that only got mentioned in the reunion. And she hasn't fully said this. I think she might have said it last season that her ex-husband, I think, also had substance abuse issues. So like,
wow,
there's a lot of layers to her response to this. And is she taking some of that out on Danny? Yeah, I think she absolutely is. And that's like what a trauma response is, and like how to respond appropriately is something she has to work on. But to not understand why she would be scared or worried or stressed out about being in a pantry with Danny when he is chugging alcohol is unfortunate. I wish that's something that everybody at that reunion could have come away with. One thing on Janet I will say though, and my sister is this exact same way, Janet cannot hold like a straight face. There were a lot of looks, a lot of like that I just know, she doesn't like these people, and that's okay. But that's the stuff that like the audience is going to jump down your throat at, and the other side of the couch is going to jump at you for. I'm shocked that nobody called out how many smirks she was making to Jason, because like, I'm like, you just got to be honest that you're like, you are antagonizing people sometimes, and they are bad people.
Yeah. That's my girl Janet.
Yeah.
Hey.
I get accused of being like paid by Janet anytime I make a comment about her, and I'm like, I don't think you understand. I don't actually like her that much. I see her point of view though.
Yeah. I like Janet, I think. She's not one I've stuck by, I think, since the beginning, but
yeah.
I've never loved her. But like I've always liked Janet. I think out of everyone in the Valley, Janet has always been at the top because we are working with the bottom feeders.
I was about to say it's a race to the bottom. Like, it's like she ranks high because I disdain some of these people.
Yeah, comparatively to other shows, it's no-go for me. But on this show, Janet's my star somehow.
Well, apparently Janet also did what Lala did to Sheena. Janet was told the affair story from Sheena, and Janet spilled it. And Sheena's like upset with Janet too.
Damn. Not Sheena and Janet. They were besties.
I know.
Janet. Janet. You know, it sounds like that. That's her name, where you're like, damn it, Janet. Actually, that is from. Oh, I never put that together.
What?
That is from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, I've never seen it.
The main people are Janet and Brad or something. And in one of the songs, he goes, damn it, Janet.
That's 100% her.
oh, damn it, Janet. You know what I mean? But I like Jason a lot too.
I like Jason,
Janet.
but Jason's like wallpaper.
Boring.
He's just not doing much. I think they would be in a better like friend of role because I think her having a major role in at least for the next season. I think them taking a pause, Danny and Nia getting the fuck out of there.
Booted.
Please.
Sayonara. I really like Lacey. I like her disdain towards both. What's her name? Michelle and Jesse. I love that she hates both of them almost equally at this point.
I feel like we always have that voice of the audience character, and she is it for me.
She's like, you're doing the thing where you guys quip at each other, and I fucking hate that. And I'm like,
because it's true. And I have seen so many people online be like, wow, Lacey said she was going to be like on Michelle's side and believe all of her stuff, but then she's quick to dismiss her. But I'm like, no, she said she would be on her side when it came to her being a mom.
Yeah.
She's not going to just be like, because your experience with Jesse is that way, like, doesn't mean Lacey's has to be the same experience with Jesse.
But also, Lacey did say, she was like, I didn't like the way Jesse was talking to Michelle, so I told him to stop. And then she's like, I've never seen him do that, but like the one time I did, I told him to stop.
I feel like people need Lacey to have this undying loyalty to Michelle because it's like a girl's girl mentality.
Dating Jesse.
And like have realistic expectations, babe.
You know what Lacey did that tells you she's a girl's girl, or like not even girl's girl, because now this term is like, I think, going nuts, but that she loves other women, is that when Jesse was like, I'm not going to stop having PDA with Lacey just because of Michelle. And Lacey was like, no, we should do that to respect
100%.
her. That alone, I was like, she's the best. Lacey's great. I have no issues with Lacey.
I have very few issues with her. I think it's so funny that people are like, she tried out for Real Housewives of Orange County 13 times. And I'm like, first off, it's not a tryout. This isn't a soccer team. She maybe has been in talks with producers 13 times. But that tells me producers want her. They see the value of her on TV. They just don't know how to mesh her. Fit in the Housewives show. Yeah, I think she's epic on the Valley, and she's
great.
Her and Zach are the only reason I laughed this season.
Zach was great this season, even though he was against my girl Janet. My favorite scene was still when Brittany said to Kristen, was like, "You were the one that said Zach or Nia turns Zach against Janet," and Kristen's like, "No, that was you," and Zach goes, "I believe Kristen." I was like, "Okay, psycho behavior."
Oh my god!
At the reunion, he was like, "I was wrong."
Oh my god,
if that's a star.
Those three, honestly, Kristen's relationships with her OG friends, I'm like, you're a bad friend and you're really obvious about it. And you have this undying loyalty to Nia and Danny. And I feel like it's because she has this need to lift up like a marriage and family values and this like sense of like what life is supposed to be. And after reading her book, it's embedded in me more. She wants a marriage and family so bad. And she values that in Danny and Nia at any cost. And look at it. Like, look at her relationship with Luke. Honestly, they're both in the wrong in my point of view. But I'm like, you guys are so toxic. Your therapist is like, get out of my office.
Even Andy was like, you should go back to couples therapy.
Find a new couples therapist, though. Your therapist doesn't want to see you.
They are nuts. Like, they are a marriage I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Like, that is crazy behavior. Brittany also crazy behavior. She's like, ask about the wedding. And everyone's like, what are you saying, Brittany?
This is my issue with Brittany. Stand on it, you frickin'. Like, there are a lot of things I think people attack Brittany for. She's a great mom. Let's lay off that. She is not a good reality TV star. And she wants to not be yelled at for things. And won't even stand up for herself or others or like what is actually happening. Just stand on it.
She can't ever be the bad guy, which is not good for reality TV because everyone's the bad guy at some point.
And then like we have you mic'd. We know you're saying things. So you whispering these things makes it 10 times worse.
Crazy. And then let's just shout out Tom Schwartz, the most useless character of all time on any of my TVs.
When he told Kristen, like, hey, I think some of your past traumas are coming up, she looked like she was about to walk across that stage and murder him.
Kristen doesn't care about love. She cares about loyalty. She doesn't care about real friends.
Right. Schwartz is right.
Yeah. Schwartz ate with that.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to say anything. Actually, the clip when Kristen comes over in the green dress and calls Tom Sandoval babe, and Tom Schwartz just like retreats into the couch recently came up on my feed. And I was like, he has always been like the most useless person. Like, he's kind of a wallflower. Like, if you need to recall things, Tom Schwartz was just there. You know what I mean?
But the thing is like Tom Schwartz did more than Jason did in this show sense.
That's true. Jason also
adds to the flow. He is a B character, not a C character, Schwartz.
But let me defend Jason for a second, because basketball scene. I was cackling, and that's wrong of me to say because Jason did get seriously hurt. But watching these grown ass men play basketball was so hilarious the way the editors edited it. And then when he fell, I real life out loud was like, is he hurt? Or is it like an old people thing, you know? Like, if I fall, I'm not actually hurt. I'm just old. So then when he got taken away, I was like, this is the craziest thing to happen on my television.
But what I couldn't deal with is when he was like, I'm not going to be able to, like, be with my kid. And people were like...
I liked it.
You can bond with your kids.
Poor
Janet. And be injured.
Janet's like taking care of 2 children, and I was like,
my nightmare.
Talk about single mom who works too hard. It's Janet over here. Janet and Lala, single moms who work too hard.
Honestly, credit I will give to this show, as dark as it is, every mom is a really good mom.
Great mother, which you can't always say because we watch a lot of Housewives. They are all amazing, fantastic mothers. Like, they care about their children. And honestly,
don't even say the dads are.
No, actually thinking about it, I was like, not really. Anyway, I can't say all.
Jason is the only one where I'm like, huzzah. But we don't see it, you know?
Yep. Yeah,
I just know his character.
I think Jesse tries to be a really good dad.
I think Jesse is a good parent. Yeah. I think Jason is a better parent, I would assume, just because of who Jesse is.
But I think Jesse tries really hard.
Is they really do try to line on their daughter. Tries. And I hope. And you know what I love 100%. Jesse saying this season? Is him saying that he saved everything from their marriage to tell Isabella she was made out of love. And that they both acknowledge, Michelle and Jesse, that they did really love each other when they were in it. In those like good years, and I was like, okay, I respect
that's good parenting. That's good. Just that's what you should do.
To act like you never had like a good relationship, and I think that gives them hope that they could get to a good place.
Agreed. Totally agree. I know we're almost at time, but should we just really like NYC Next Gen really quick?
Yes.
Are Ariana and Charlie fucking, or what is going on?
After this week's episode, I feel like this is rage bait from Charlie, and I regret ever saying that I think they slept together.
Why'd she give up her first class ticket, though?
Oh, wait. I don't know. While I do think that is bad and she clearly was flirting with him, I don't think that means she's going to sleep with him.
No, 100%. Okay, let me get out.
They all acted like they were going to sleep together because of that, though.
Okay, let me clear this up. I don't think they slept together. However, is it weird she gave up first class to sit with him and coach? For sure. I would give up first class to sit and coach to get away from Charlie. And my second thought is when they were at that table and he was like, should we go to the bathroom? And she's like, we are mic'd right now. I was like, girl, that's not how you respond. You go, Charlie, cut it out.
The episode prior, I think it was the episode prior, where Charlie and Shai went into the bathroom and Charlie was saying all that stuff about how Ariana won't play ball on camera. I'm like, oh, so much more is happening behind the scenes of them flirting.
I think they're just
Ariana
big flirt.
Likes the attention.
She likes attention, especially post Hudson. Yeah.
And I think Charlie is that like banter, that specific type of banter that she just like really enjoys that she doesn't have with somebody else, because I think her and Liam vibe really well, but I don't see their banter. It's not like electric, you know?
No. Yeah, it's just like cutesy.
Yeah.
Which I do really like Ariana. This episode, I really like them. I think I'm falling.
On the
I think I'm falling for
Friendsgiving.
It. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I want to finish this thought about Charlie and then I want to dive into them because I have a lot of thoughts about Liam and Ariana. But when it comes to the plane thing, what I find most DMing is if I'm in a really good conversation, fine. Maybe I switch my seat. It's that it was a red-eye flight. Like,
no.
Who the fuck is doing that? We're not just like on a 3-hour flight to a random city and we're like kikiing and it's like, okay, like we're about to go land in Nashville and like we're having a fun time. Charlie and I are getting along, having a funny banter, maybe watching the same show. It's like, babe, you want to sleep in that first class seat. You're going to be tired.
And also you can vibe with Charlie at any time. It's not like a stranger on a plane that you like, this is your one chance. You film a show with him.
It's that they're unmiked and left to their own devices.
Mm-hmm.
This is a safe place.
Okay,
but Liam and Ariana, Friendsgiving, them making their little carrots together, and they were
Hudson
like
being removed from the group chat.
Obsessed.
Hilarious.
They obviously like don't go anywhere. I don't know where they go on the show, but Hudson and Ariana did get back together, and then they broke up.
Yeah.
And then at Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip premiere party, apparently Liam and Ariana were flirting hardcore.
Here's my thing. Liam, I feel like if you dump me for your I'm bowing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like maybe they didn't like.
But they could do a cute flirt, I guess. We could do a cute flirt, I guess.
Liam seems still into it.
Liam's hot.
Liam's hot.
Like he should go for Ariana, who's also hot way, not in a way that I want to date him.
He's like proactive when it comes to like pursuing her and going on dates, but he's not. He doesn't
have that banter. You know what I mean?
Like, I hate to say territorial because I don't mean it in a toxic way, but I wish he would say to Ariana, like, what's going on with you and Charlie? Like, I want to see that confrontation.
100%. Also, Hudson, RIP to your Lambo, my guy. What happened there?
Oh my God, when Charlie said, I think he did it on purpose because he like was actually crashing out.
Charlie.
I was like, that was such a good line, but so mean.
Charlie, what are we doing?
Also, why is Hudson a main cast member and getting after shows when he is not actually on this show? He is becoming the Katie DeLuca.
I don't know. But he's unlike Katie DeLuca because he's already got money. He doesn't really need this show.
Well, yeah, but like to me, it's not about money. It's like the character you are in this show.
I think season 2 he did just to stay near Ariana. I really don't think he like, you know what I mean. I don't think he was
I bet
here
they signed on before they like fully broke up.
That too. So he's stuck here, I guess. But can I also say I think the breakout star for me that I need to see more of is. Oh my God, what's her name? The redheaded girl.
Rowan.
Brooke
Shields' daughter.
Oh my God.
So
I'll never
funny.
get over Gia explaining to her boyfriend who Brooke Shields is, and she goes, Hannah Montana's mom. And I
can't believe that was the reference point, but okay.
Okay, I guess. But yeah, Rowan, she is perfectly quirky and weird in a fun way.
I'm also happy we got more Shy this season. I like him, and I think people are being really mean to him.
I don't know what I think about Shy. Why do you like him?
I like that he's trying. He's kind of like the Dan Humphrey, where he like just wants to fit in, and I feel kind of bad for him.
Terrible. That's awesome.
I just feel like people are being kind of mean, and he's like nice, and he like fucked up with the Ariana Hudson thing.
He's actually writing those threads about himself because he's Dan Humphrey. So he's like
TikToks with
lonely
AI.
Boy.
It just
strikes
I
again.
feel like it's crazy for Brooks to be like, I'm not doing your photo shoot because you like tattled on Ariana for Hudson. And I'm like, okay.
That was funny when Shy was like, do you want to do my photo shoot? And Brooks was like, I have to ask my manager. And Shy's like, okay, you're really not that popular. Can you just do my photo shoot as my friend? Also, speaking of Brooks, why is he going to be so offended that Shy was like, you could learn something from Riley? The question was, you could learn. It's not bad. Are you offended to be more like Riley? What's the issue?
That I thought the same thing. I said, why are you so offended to be confrontational like Riley? Why is that a bad thing?
Also, it wasn't a mean thing he said.
No, he didn't say it in a mean tone. He literally just said like, and it made sense to where they were at too.
And Brooks is like, you put me on blast in front of everyone, publicly.
In front of the public. Okay, Brooks. I do not like Brooks this season.
Brooks is so boring, dude, as a character.
I agree. I think to me he was neutral last season. They used him as a tool to tell stories last season, so there were some funny quips that he wasn't funny. It's like they edited it to be funny. But this season I'm like, who the fuck are you?
He does nothing. He gives nothing. He serves nothing. He's mad when things don't go his way, and then he leaves instead of confronting people. His little
monotone voice.
Oh my God, the monotone voice. Because if you're gonna
give me mad. Like I'm in. I'm always in to go on an emotional journey with these shows.
I don't know where the monotone voice comes from because Seth, his dad, is so boisterous and full of everything.
It's Meredith. Meredith kind of has it, but not as bad.
When Seth and Brooks talk, I am like in my personal heaven because these two are nuts to get. Like you have Seth who's like, I would love to invest in your company. And Brooks is like, I am asking for 2%. Beep, boop, boop, beep. And it's just so funny to me. Riley,
you know who I do love?
More of what?
The exact opposite of Brooks is Georgia. She is such a character.
Chaos.
I may not appreciate or agree with or like all of who she is, but I love that she is who she is.
100%. I stand with Georgia. I think she is so interesting. She is a nutty little queen. She's out here not washing her hands, and you know what? Don't wash your hands.
Go off, queen.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna make the coolest club. She has beef with Charlie, and Charlie doesn't even know it. Like, I am so here for Georgia. I think she's chaos in that little itty bitty body of hers.
Me too. And she literally doesn't care if somebody's mad at her. She's gonna say what she's gonna say. I'm obsessed. She's so funny in the after show too.
Oh, she just says like anything that comes out. And sometimes she's like, oh, out loud, she'll be like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. And you're like, yeah,
when
girl.
She said this week that people shouldn't name their kids weird names, and then she proceeds to say she wants to name her kids Sushi. I said, that is so Georgia.
That is so funny. Because Sushi's not that weird. I think it's so funny. She is, I'm really loving her. I think a lot of the cast is like falling flat, unfortunately for me. Similar to that of The Valley, where we're just like, blah, you know?
But I get that. I think they don't know how to have interesting lives because a lot of things have been handled for them.
But I think you can still, like I said, Rowan is interesting because she's giving me something. Even though she's not really giving me much, I find her life interesting. Her trying to cook with Brooke Shields. Yeah. She's like, Brooke, don't cook. It's that her personality is funny.
Yeah. And then she's like showing us interesting parts of her. Well, I think what's interesting is getting to know her. So a season 2 may not be the same where she, that exposition isn't the same, but I think she still has funny quips. So I think if she, pursues her writing and we see moments like that where she stumbles or falls or like is in that, I think that's interesting. But I think where it is with Ava is like Ava isn't funny. I think she's gorgeous. I don't find her to be that interesting. Her relationship drama isn't interesting. We don't ever see her now ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's hard to sympathize with somebody having money struggles when everything was paid for her entire life and she doesn't know what a percentage is.
Yeah, I think I like someone who can be interesting in nothing, and I think Rowan gives me
I agree with that.
Yeah. Like, I think she's similar to me, and like I can just be at my apartment and have a blast by myself. I think she is that character. Gia gives me nothing. Brooks gives me less than nothing. I think Gia's here to move a plot point along, which like I get, but
I think Gia is like the mom of the group, so she's the one hosting Friendsgiving, and she's like asking people if they want to do a girls' night, and she understands.
She's more a producer than like a cast member, I think.
Because even though Ariana and Riley and Brooks are reality TV kids, Gia was the only one who actually was involved in storylines in her show. And she has been on it since she was 8 years old. And I think she understands reality TV a lot more than the rest of them.
100%.
Amira also understands what the job is.
Great. She's great. I really like Amira a lot.
She is my favorite person on the show. Yeah. I respect the hell out of her.
She's another one where I would just watch her in her apartment. Like I think
honestly
she's great.
Need to follow her on social media because I like find her voice so soothing too.
It is, yeah. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. She called her grandma about her pecans.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh, Amira.
I want more of Amira's backstory and her life
Agreed.
and her family. Like we saw her family and her parents are divorced and
she
stuff.
has brothers,
like,
right?
Yeah, like we're like slowly getting these little breadcrumbs about her life, and I'm fascinated by her.
Agreed. Anyway, so yeah, great Bravo roundup. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
What a great episode. I really did laugh. It really filled my cup. And I was excited about it. Okay, do all the things I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. And with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.